I'm sad now. Chris isn't gonna win that much. Jeez, trash.
Okay, we're live.
Do we have a name for this cast?
I don't know. What did Impromptu DOWSEY-checker cast is the name?
Yeah, welcome to the Impromptu DOWSEY-checker cast. One track, what are and drawn onward.
Yeah, this is going to be even less professional than usual. We have to warn you all.
Is it because I'm here? Or is there another reason?
Oh god, it's starting.
Yeah, don't forget to put on autoplay and all that.
Ooh, Randy. Oh yeah.
Oh god,
I'm not sure if I have autoplay on.
I'm not sure if it's on either.
Settings.
Where
is it in gameplay? Match expectation.
Okay, when I said this was going to be less professional than usual, I think I may have understated it slightly.
Autoplay next
game. I have autoplay on.
Done. Did it.
Done.
This better get casted. Hey, yeah, it is. Go to twitch.tv/SpyParty fans.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to to advertise this on the cast.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, so now on the cast, we have text of Drawn telling people to go to the cast. Good times. You
gotta advertise, man.
Yeah. So for everyone listening, this is our chill cast. This is not. I'm not even going to use my casting voice. I'm just.
What's your casting voice? Is it where
I just
start
did
yelling at me?
I clearly said casting voice in the. Okay. So what you're really telling me is there's no difference to you. You can't tell.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I thought that your voice got injured, so it had to get put in a cast.
My voice. That's worse.
Boo this man.
Boo.
That's terrible.
I was invited here. I'll remind you. I came out just to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked right now.
Yeah.
Are you having a good time at least?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
He feels attacked, but he's having a really good time. Good stuff.
I have DOWSEY stream up. I feel like I'm cheating on the SpyParty fan stream.
Did they start yet? Because it doesn't. It's just. It's sort of
no. Come on.
Okay.
You know how you know? Because Checker's the spy, and he's doing all his setup stuff.
Oh yeah. Because he has to make sure everything is perfect.
Oh yeah.
How's everything? Wait, what does he have to do? Am I missing something?
What he has to do is think about a decision and go okay, and then he has to go wait. And then he has to wait 20 seconds and then go okay, and not change a thing in that 20 seconds, and then hit play. Like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he has to think about every single one of his picks for cast.
Yes, it's the double check that doesn't lead to any changes, but adds 30 seconds. It's adorable. Don't get me wrong. I find it endearing. It's really charming. It's very charming.
I believe you on some level.
Charm and Checker.
All right. So
what's the weather like there? Oh wait, you're both in California, and I hate you for that.
Yeah, perfect weather.
Perfect. The most ideal weather you could want.
Player 1, diamond. Player 2, platinum.
Oh yeah, these are both diamond players, right?
So what's going on? Who's a diamond player?
These are both diamond-like players.
Who is?
DOWSEY and Checker.
Diamond-like? In what sense?
Say diamond adjacent.
Oh wait, is this the wrong one?
Very loose definition of adjacent. For Checker, at least.
I thought they were in silver or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
DOWSEY is in silver. They're both in silver. Yeah.
But I don't really follow that nonsense. I have to be given up-to-date news.
Yes. Drawn does not care for your silly earthly SCL concerns.
Yeah, I don't care about winning. You guys are all fools.
He operates on a different plane of existence. Here we go.
Who cares about winning? Oh my gosh, it's starting.
Well, our competitors, I would hope at least. I hope these two care about winning. I mean, they are playing. Okay. Checker salmon.
How do you know what he's wearing?
Here's the problem. DOWSEY knows a lot about etiquette, and Checker breaks a metric ton of etiquette.
Sounds about right.
Yes. So, like, there's honestly a decent chance DOWSEY's onto him for that book put back already. Like, it would not shock me.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Like, let's see that redirect right there? You see that redirected in an empty conversation? Let's see if he leaves at the right time. He's not talking. That's a no talk in a two-person conversation.
Okay, no.
There we go.
Just took a bit.
It took a bit, all right. Yeah. I was really hoping this 20 lowlights would come off and it would just be two people.
I would bust.
So literally down to two people with 0 mission progress would really be something.
He's not doing anything. Chris knows he has to do missions, right? Brutal.
I don't know.
Brutal.
He sometimes knows. Depends on the
Sometimes,
day.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it's kind of obvious that Dowsey probably picked Modern here in part because it's like, we talk all the time on cast about how you have to have good pacing here, and Checker struggles with pacing, and there's just no margin for error there on Modern. So the idea that he's gonna like get something done here, like I just don't see how he's gonna reach.
Do you think there's a chance, like Chris, like Chex could pull it off by just like surprising Dowsey with actual missions, like Dowsey's chilling, like yeah, whatever, it's not gonna be a problem, and then boom.
I mean, it's possible, but like Dowsey's not gonna civ shot here. He knows he can just wait for Checker to do stuff eventually and shoot him, and that he can probably force a timeout. Dowsey is actually, usually when people have a very high spy shot rate, it comes with just like very few timeouts as well, right? Like there's more civ shots. Dowsey has an impressive amount of patience, for real. Like it's very surprising. Usually snipers this good and aggressive also will shoot civs for you sometimes, and he really doesn't, and it's very scary.
Yeah, I know I definitely got away with it on some of my games with some civ shots.
Okay, that is the first flirt of the game. We have 2 minutes left. That's the first action other than the delegate, which has not even been triggered yet. So 2.5 minutes passed basically before something had happened.
Oh.
So would you say they're behind Wodar and Drawn? Would you say maybe running a little low on time?
Yeah.
Just a little?
bit.
I would
Although
say
delegation has occurred, mind you.
the spy is behind.
Yeah, I agree with that. Unfortunately, got to do your missions. Not every map's balcony. If only.
If only.
How glorious that would be. What a perfect world.
Oh god, I just split screened and it's so disgusting.
It's bad.
How do I do the even worse split screen? Do you remember what the... It's like...
Is it shift? Shift, I think?
You press the number 19 on your keyboard.
Okay. Drawn is very helpful. The most helpful.
Yeah.
I know, I get called that a lot. But usually people will add the word "un" in front of it. Ooh.
And yeah.
Oh.
He's just gonna make him time out though. He's just gonna force him to time out.
Well, I hope
It's a power play.
Power play.
In the end of red.
Oh yeah. Okay, no. Yep.
All right. So 1-0.
Yeah.
So the checker shutout no longer possible.
I know everyone was expecting this.
We were all really hoping.
Yeah.
So,
was hoping.
any analysis about that first game, gentlemen?
Chris needs to do missions.
All right.
Just like the way that you win in football, you need to score some points, Checker.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's high level analysis here.
Hang on. Back up. This is a little inside baseball for everybody here. Can you slow
No, it's
down?
like football.
No. Yeah, I know. That's why I picked it.
Inside what ball?
Do you want to like break that down for our listeners? Because you're an expert level player, and I want you to explain to the newbies what you mean by you have to score more points and like you have to do missions.
Yeah. So in the game of football, the way that
Yes.
you win is that you get more points in the end than your opponent does.
Whoa, I've never played a game like that.
Oh, so I thought that like there was another win condition for football where your players go on the field and just stand there, and then the other team's coach shoots somebody and they have to forfeit because he's a murderer.
Yeah, see,
Is
that
no?
Okay. That is why you're not a coach.
Wait,
You're
no.
right.
Wait,
You're right. I'm not.
Hold on.
I am a softball coach though.
I heard
do that.
I heard that there was an alternate win condition for that game, where if you destroy the entire field, you win.
Yes. Oh, like scorched earth. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shoot the moon strategy.
If I can't win this field, no one will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no football field to play on.
Shoot the moon, but Checker's the moon. No, that's no moon. Okay. So Dowsey has a book. I would be shocked if that ends up back in the blue bookshelf.
Yeah, done a lot of flirts. 2 flirts already, nice.
I didn't even realize there was a blue book.
I mean, you probably have that in common with the sniper right now.
Yeah, no.
Probably. We tease because we love.
Well, and other things.
And also because it's fun. Yeah, it is fun. I mean, look, he said it's cool that people are better than him at his own game. In the broad scheme of things, it's really good for him that that's true. So
yeah, I
agree. He takes it in stride, and I think he recognizes that his skill level is currently like somewhere between copper and bronze, maybe, and that's okay. That's okay. And DOWSEY is also probably a little underpromoted in silver, fair to say. So we actually have like one of the bigger mismatches possible right now in SCL.
I think that's a pretty fair statement overall, yeah.
Human Kirby asking what the score is. 1-0. DOWSEY, he shot checker.
I was going to put the scoreboard up, but actually I broke it somehow, so...
Whatever.
Cool.
As long as we repeat it or chat repeats it regularly, it won't be an issue.
Yep. DOWSEY is actually waiting longer than I thought to put this book back because he has used a fair bit of time. I wonder what Checker's looking at.
Yeah, Chris is like in the pillar, like he can see DOWSEY, but boy is it hard.
I don't think he's looking at him really. I think he's watching the Amba.
I am inclined to agree.
I gotta imagine he's gonna split against Checker. If he can. If he gets a green, I would bet on him splitting. He likes splitting in general, and he probably feels like Checker's
Could I say how sad I am
resolution.
that only cast members are low-lit? How deeply upset I am at that.
Well, but so like honestly, even if Checker were more inclined to do that than maybe he is, it wouldn't be a good idea against DOWSEY for the most part.
And the red.
Is he gonna stop talk and leave? Let me see. Okay, because I feel like Checker might be a little more vulnerable to things like splits on a venue like this.
I feel like Chris would be very vulnerable to splits.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong.
So if he'd hit green, I think he would have definitely split, and it might have worked too.
So what DOWSEY needs to fingerprint and then...
I think it's going to be fingerprint
Inspect.
purloin.
DOWSEY needs to do nothing and he'll win this game.
Checker gives up a lot of mission wins. Like, he will hold his shot a lot. So, I don't know, maybe. He's actually, so the Amba's not cooperating, though. If he left another fingerprint by now, I think we'd be close to done. But he's...
Oh, yeah, I agree.
He needs a backup plan pretty soon.
Alright.
Oh, is there a print on red? I might have forgotten.
I think there is a print somewhere over here. No, maybe not. There we go.
There it is. Okay.
Fred failed.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it was a difficult one.
Okay, so now, based on the position... Ooh, before the Amba left, I was going to say, you know what, I bet you that was going to be bug into purloin instead, but... Eh.
We have a minute left.
There's the Amba at the statue, so what you could go do is get the drink, delegate... Oh, he's gonna hope he's gonna hang out so he can get the statue next, and I guess it's gonna be fingerprint swap.
Oh wow.
That's my guess. And that actually could lose him the game for sure, because honestly, if the Amba had moved around a little more and put a few more fingerprints out there, I think he'd already have won this game. But this is gonna force him to a lower percentage thing, and the kind of thing the Checker might actually catch.
Let's see. Okay.
Yep.
I think DOWSEY's worrying about etiquette maybe a little much on some level.
Maybe, but like, so like, oh wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Didn't matter.
All right.
2-zip.
And I wonder why Chris shot Irish there. That's interesting.
She was around the ambassador a lot, and I think he's a little worried about... I mean, the timing doesn't really make sense unless you think he just bugged and it was the last mission. If he thinks she's going to purloin, well, you know, wait and see, right?
Of course.
I mean, the kind of approach there near the Amba and bar with 25 seconds left, that's like inherently suspicious, but it doesn't mean an inherent instant shot unless you think the bug was it.
Correct. Yeah.
But I will say that I feel like his mission count. I don't think he's one of the snipers, and a lot of good snipers even don't have good mission counts. You know, they focus more on catching the one mission rather than counting everyone's missions.
Yeah.
I don't think Checker's particularly great at the mission counting anyway. So
I mean, his shot was during the countdown. That is a good sign, or during the mission win time. So,
Yeah,
I mean, like game sense that helps. Like, hey, every bit.
So they're going to get into the next one. My guess is they're both going to look at this replay. Checker's probably checking the replay a lot. He likes to do that. First to show off the replay system, and because in this case, and because in this case he wasn't really onto the spy at all, so he doesn't have a good sense of what he did and how he got there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like, especially in competitive games, you have to be willing to do your own study. And it's weird because it's, you know, you're timed, right? Like, I mean, you can't take a day and watch the replays, which is a weird constraint. Because in most games that aren't part of a competition, you can just chat with your opponent and be like, "Hey, what happened? Oh, I did this or that."
Yeah.
Here, you have to be a little more independent and really think critically about how they got you, even if it's not obvious, which is the hard part.
Yeah, It's really tempting to get into the next game real quick, but you really need to analyze those. And again, the developer has every reason to show off the replays because they're one of the most impressive parts of the entire game.
Do you have a time? Like, how long do you give yourself to analyze the replay before you think it's too long?
I don't know because I don't feel like I've ever come close to it. And everyone is also very cool. I think like a minute or two tops, and usually that's more than enough because usually you're zipping through and just
you're
sort of
finding
trying
the
to
moment where you lost the game, right?
Usually, right?
Or
Usually
they won the game, depending on who punted there.
right. And sometimes, and usually you're good at a certain point. You get good enough that they're almost always on your radar, at least.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like I don't really need to see how they flirted, right? Maybe you'll skim through and just make sure they didn't do anything crazy, but you're usually checking the big moments. When did I lowlight them? When did I highlight them? When did they get a hardtail or more off? What they do at the end? Did they split? Blah, blah, blah.
And sometimes it's just a failing on your own end, and you have to mentally fix it. Like I was playing track today, and he was counterplaying me really well, so I just started switching up my lights, and then I started winning games.
Right, and I took a long time to figure out my mental failing, and then I realized, oh, it's when I play him. Oh god, that was the big that was the big failure. Is when it said invite from Drawn Onward, and I clicked yes. That was my big screw up for the day. Yeah.
Was that the one you got today, or was that the one you got like years and years ago?
Years and years ago, the first time.
Yeah, okay.
The first time, yes, the very first time.
Okay.
When was the first time that we played each other track?
So if it predates my game, I log my games for the most part. But if it predates that, I wouldn't know. But I bet you it doesn't predate that. I have us down playing. Oh wow, let me see this.
It have to be
First
like
one.
4.
Yeah, so the first time I ever have us down, you already had 4,300 games. It was January 1st, 2014, and we played 5 games. That's the
5
first one I
whopping
have.
games.
I think you probably, I think we probably didn't play for a while then. Well, actually, when did you join? Let me double check this. When did Wodar?
Yes,
Hello, beta, and then
Boom.
the shot came off, and
Headshot.
was dead.
3-0.
Let's see. So did he get him for the
But
conversation
what
of
did
the
he get
path?
it for?
I mean, there's a lot of little etiquette problems.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically nothing. So the first game, he was like, I'm going to let you finish a few missions. I'm not going to shoot when I see the bug, right? Or even when I have it narrowed down with the purloin. And this one, it was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot you. This is the Fear of God shot, right? This is the I shot you for basically nothing shot. But you see what I mean, right? Like, it's...
Yeah, I'm watching
On
it now,
stream.
yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeesh
Don't
versus
worry about it.
Dowsey.
Yeesh versus Dowsey?
Oh my god, yes!
So, Wodar, you joined in January 2013. So we played almost a year into your tenure. So I think we had probably already talked and knew each other a lot by then. Because I remember we had a lot of conversations before we ever played. So.
And I've never played track in my life.
Yeah. No.
Not even once.
I mean, I've played this guy who is impersonating you, and I can tell he's impersonating you because when I play him, he's not very good. And I'm like, I know Drawn has over 20,000 games. Like, there's no way this is definitely an imposter.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely an imposter. I'm like, he lowlights me just because I went to Windows on balcony. Like, what is that? Like, come on. What is that? There's no way that's Drawn. That can't be the vaunted behavioralist I've heard about.
I won that game, though.
Can I just point out, this gentleman right here shoots me for 1 flirts on balcony sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, it's because he's terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's also, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad.
It makes me so happy. Who needs to win all the games when you can just win the important one where they get mad at you?
I mean, Drawn has said before, and he's totally right about this, that if he beats me in one of those crazy games, but doesn't win any others, it still feels like he's won the set. And it does feel like that. It does.
That's all that matters.
I'm like, I could not possibly be done. He's like, I don't care, it was you. And I'm like,
There was a minute and a half left. Yeah, I don't care.
Not all wins are created equal, is what I've learned. It really sucks. It really sucks. Because I win the ones that don't feel that good, and I lose the ones that feel terrible.
The best
That's
is
the
when
best
you know
part.
you beat someone in such a way.
Oh, no!
Wow!
No! Don't
The
do
best
that.
is when you beat someone in such a way they go home and complain to their significant other about it.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, I'm already at home, and I constantly complain.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know, was that...
What?
I really don't know if that was
I'm
even...
calling it
Was that a red
intentional.
fake BB? Is that what I saw?
I would legitimately not put it past Dowsey to do something goofy like that. That would have been a red real BB.
That was a cancel.
Yeah.
He canceled out of the normal BB because there was 1 cough.
Yeah, it's 3-0 for people asking, people straggling in. What is... Yeah, so I would not put it past Dowsey to do a sort of, you know,
This is pretty interesting.
over-strategized red test or red test every game and still try to win or something. I don't know.
I do think that when you're up against checker, you can pull out some of your more wacky strategies and just try them out.
Once you've won,
It's dangerous.
so the only
that's how ooh boy.
right. I think the only reason I would even consider that is because he's already up 3-0. So like you wouldn't want to do it in the beginning. Like you don't want to show off and then fall on your face, right? Like that would be really really bad.
No, but that would be the perfect storyline.
So DOWSEY's wasted a lot of time here. I'd be really interested to see if he tries to rush through now.
Is he trying to get Chris to shoot?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm also surprised he didn't go for that bug.
Me too. I really, it feels like he's not going to finish here. He might just spam time ads late, but I'm not really sure. It really feels like he's just trying to say, I know you're going to shoot, right? Like, I know you.
I don't think you can put that on checker.
Yeah. So you've got the fake
Alola
BB.
took it though.
Yep, fake BB, cough, and the Purloin's gone, and I think he might think that's enough to shoot.
Yeah, man, that is. I don't know how I feel about that. Just play a normal game.
Yeah, if you play a normal game, you win against checker most of the time.
Most of the time. So this probably looks like a bug, right? Bug or time ad? What's it going to be? It's going to be a bug on the way out, or is he just close enough?
I don't think he's close
Neither.
enough.
Neither one.
Neither. So the on the way out was the Amba. Yeah.
Okay, so we're slowly getting missions done.
Ooh,
Yeah.
95. You got a timeout right now, or you got to hope to shoot.
Well, the worst part is DOWSEY still hasn't done a real banana bread.
There's that
So,
too. Yeah,
That's kind of frustrating.
This bug is. Nope. I was gonna say this bug is totally invisible. It's totally invisible because he didn't do it.
Wow.
It's even more invisible than that.
High level analysis going
So
on.
if you were looking at Checker's angle there, like, there's no way he was gonna see that bug. It was totally blocked by the entire conversation because he was at that corner pillar that
DOWSEY's
that
30
halfway.
seconds left. He's gonna. Oh, he's just throwing it in. Ah!
How sick would it be if checker saw that?
I hope Chris just like watches him.
He could have. And now he's gonna go flirt.
Okay, watch the selection target. Just like.
Oh, this is gonna be so close. Checker calmly taking 2 lowlights from that, by the way.
Wow.
With 20 seconds left on Modern.
DOWSEY, you have
What are you doing,
7.
DOWSEY?
Come on.
Okay,
Oh, there you go.
here's the
He's gonna butt.
Oh my god! Oh!
What? Yes! Punished! The punish is real!
So the flirt probably would have worked if he just went and did it.
Oh my god!
Wow, Checker
I
got
love
one.
the chat. Checker, yeah! Yes!
So when people were joking about the over/under for these games, I said, maybe 8.5. I'm a little tempted to go 7.5, but I think that's a little too aggressive because you can win a sniper game or two, right? Especially if DOWSEY does something cheeky. And other people are like, 7.5. Like, will Checker win 1 or 0? And I'm like, I don't know. He can win 1 or 2. And now that prediction's looking real good, isn't it?
I like how excited everybody in Spectation is.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely kind of cheering for Checker because it's so fun to do.
People
that.
just love cheering for underdogs. It doesn't
too.
matter who it is. Like if you're an underdog, I'm probably cheering for you.
People love dogs. People love dogs.
Wait, dogs are fun.
That's not exactly what I would go out of that, but
yeah. It's true though. People love dogs so much they even love underdogs, just automatically because dog's in the name. That's all it takes. No, look, we've said before, like this would be one of the biggest upsets in SCL history, probably. So like, it's hard not to cheer for it, and it's also even if you like kind of want DOWSEY to win, or you're cheering for DOWSEY to like wreck Silver or whatever, you still kind of want Checker to win a couple, right? Because that's fun.
Well, it's also exciting, like seeing how it happens and the story and the narrative. Ooh.
Yeah. Also, so like the narrative there is, you feel like he could have won that game if he really wanted to win that game, and he sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like the flirt, I'm sorry, even if he rushes over and flirts across, I don't think he's taking that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might go in OT at that point.
Well, the only fear would be is if the ST left while you're walking towards him.
Right. Now, that's a risk for sure, but it's it's a lesser risk. So I mentioned earlier that like Checker was not looking at certain things like the microfilm because he was clearly staring at the Amba. I think that's what it was. I think he's like basically camping the ambassador because he realizes how easy that is to miss, and has worked out fine for DOWSEY through 1.9 games because he didn't try to bug there until the end, I guess.
Yeah. That's an interesting point, X-Scoundrel, about testing how long it is. How long Chris will actually hold a shot.
Yeah. That's a good point. So for a second there, it looked like we were going to have Tayan, and I figured Checker must have picked it. But But now I'm thinking the other way around. He'd probably more likely to have picked Modern. Checker would generally, I think, pick one of the newer venues to show it off because that's what he likes to do.
Oh my god.
Doesn't he care about winning? What's wrong with him?
Yeah, no, not so much. Well, he doesn't ban anything either because, as he says, I love all my children equally, so he doesn't want to ban any of them.
That's definitely not true.
No, he definitely loves some more than others. Don't get me wrong. Come on.
Yeah.
Why?
No, Balcony is the redheaded stepchild. Come on.
Have you seen how he spoils Kaylee?
He definitely likes I don't know if he dislikes any of them, but he definitely likes a few more than others. He definitely likes, the pretty ones. Terrace, Tan.
I think all the maps are quite pretty.
Oh, sure.
None come to mind that I would call ugly.
No, I mean...
Even in old art, because old art is glorious.
Stimino is really skilled, so absolutely. Checker selected ballroom. That is interesting. I would not have guessed that.
OG!
I did it!
You did what?
I figured out what I was doing wrong in my scoreboard controls. And we have the scoreboard
Wow,
down.
that was a bug. That was quite a bug.
And it should be 3-1 Dowsey, and we're missing the silver badge though. Look, we said impromptu cast, everybody. Okay, you were warned. This is not an official cast. This is a very casual cast.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me on the real cast. I mean,
oh God, no.
No.
Oh God. No, we have to sneak Drawn into these like midday casts that not that many people will see.
Yeah.
He's not from Mixed Company.
Why do I hear that so often? What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? The fact that you don't know what that means is kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun. I like it.
Mix well.
Yeah, your casters today are myself, Warding Track, Drawn Onward, Wodar, and Wodar's keyboard.
Hey,
get him.
They are up there. Oh, I need to add my keyboard. Thank you.
Come on, inspect. Hurry, Chris.
Is this? This can't happen, right? Oh my God. He left a little quick there. Is this? Okay, so either Checker's actually going to win a freaking spy game, maybe.
Yeah.
Or, I don't think so. Or Dowsey has so onto him that he has a really good mission count. He left too early on the idol, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Second he does another action. Pretty sure. Unless he's got him flirt paired and he's like...
Yeah, I like that Chris is rushing here. It's good. I love it.
Well...
Yeah, he's doing missions.
He left that conversation too early.
Yeah, but Dowsey's not perfect. Come on.
Also, he's putting himself in a position to win.
You don't have to be... Yep, come on. Here we go. What I told you. The second he does anything. So I don't know if he could have won that game or not, but I know it was over when he left the conversation early. So here's the funny thing about that. Okay, so I understand that maybe you're not up on the etiquette and you're out of practice. Should be a Dowsey 4-1. But if you
burn against Drawn.
No. But if you're not up on the etiquette, no, against Checker. So if you are not up on the etiquette, okay, fine, right? But why would you go to situations where the etiquette's going to matter, right? Why go to an empty conversation in the first place? Because he's not going to low light.
I think he should have just done the third inspect and just said, "Catch me."
Well, did he hit 2 whites? I didn't see you. I was too busy making fun of
I think he did. I still would have stayed there. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's a perfectly serviceable play. If you think you're trying to rush, really go, like, really rush. Don't kind of rush and then chill on it.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense because unless he hit 2 white tests and didn't want to risk it, he was already doing 2 cycles. So there's no... I think he might have hit 2 white tests. I'm not sure.
I believe he did. But
yeah, so
it's just a matter of dedicating yourself to your strategy that game, right? Like, if you're going to rush, like, make Dowsey figure you out quick and don't give him time to chill.
Yeah, I get it, because he's not going to want to sieve shot against Checker. So I don't know. That might have been... Again, either Checker was close to winning that and maybe gave it away, or Dowsey had such a good count on missions that he didn't even have to worry.
Which is possible.
It's totally possible.
There's a good chance that he does the third inspect like I'm recommending and just still loses.
Well, but if it's 2 cycles, he had to already credit it, right? Because he doesn't know the difference. I think it was 2 cycles. So that actually makes me think that Checker might have had a winnable spy game there and gave it away with the conversation.
That is a quick green test.
Yep, and this is just going to be totally clean. He's going to rush.
Even if this was a white purloin, I think he would go away with it.
Is he going to inspect swap here? It'd be really tempting to inspect swap and just go boom, 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 boom. Let's see.
I want to.
Yep. What did I call it or what? Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be and he's going to BB, and good luck.
Bug.
Or bug silent. Yep. Jeez. And this is going to be the game. This is going to be a 45-second game, y'all.
Sick.
So honestly, I wonder if there's a part of him that looks at the replay and is like, oh my God, I actually didn't catch all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was also really mean, the position Dowsey was at the very end there. Like, you just couldn't see him. in
Oh,
that,
yeah.
in that CC.
I mean, you kind of can't do those kind of games unless the party lines up a little bit, right? You can't rush the ballroom game unless it gives you a little bit of help.
And it is scary.
Oh, right. Hang on. That reminds me. We were talking the other day about the fastest SCL wins in history. Can you check on... Oh, yeah. And he specifically said he wanted to break the record.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, this was the time to do it.
But
I'm going to have to check.
I worry about... It feels a little rude.
No. It's also kind of cool.
I'm just saying personally.
I hear you. So let me double check here. So if I remember correctly the other day, the fastest mission win in SCL history, and it has to be on a non-balcony map or non-modern, right?
Why?
Double modern. Balcony variants.
Why not balcony?
Why not balcony?
Because we're not trying to measure that because it's not interesting.
It's
obvious. Here's why. Because the first 26 are on a balcony-like map.
Got him.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
clearly, so it's measuring something. So
balcony's great.
What do you mean? Why not? You can measure that if you want. I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
I can the fastest one is 8.
Was like 8 seconds or something.
That's not possible.
It was like Bug BB.
Pwn noob, 18 seconds, balcony. Yes. It's exactly... So it's not interesting because it's exactly what you would have guessed. It's about 20 seconds. It's on balcony. It's a contact and a bug. Of course it is. You all know what that is. That's why it's not interesting. It's not. That's exact... Because you could have guessed that.
What's the quickest non-balcony one then?
If I remember right, it's 54, 56 seconds. Let me double check here. I looked this up the other day. Courtyard, Waterhouse, 54 seconds.
Nice.
54 seconds. So there you go. So I'm going to check afterwards. I don't know. Did you guys see how long that one was?
That was probably
I did not know.
30 seconds.
Maybe
It
was not 30
It was like 45 or...
Yeah, it was... I think we have a record. I think that beat 54 seconds.
I'm not sure, though. I wasn't counting that.
But that's probably a record.
But it was pretty quick.
I should point out, actually, so I said 54 seconds for Waterhouse. Sulseem actually did the exact same time, also on Courtyard, for what it's worth. So, and then you've got an old balcony for 40-54, so which is not even fast at all. And then there's like 3-5 variants, which also are not that interesting. Because, the number of missions, obviously, Wodar, influences
you should
how hard
break
it is.
it down.
You don't count balcony, modern, or games against Chris.
That's right. And the next one after that, after those 2 Courtyard games, is KZ Kaylee against Bluemont Ballroom, and that was 67 seconds. So if this isn't the fastest Softail variant, it's either the fastest or like the second fastest, and I think it's the fastest. Yeah, Kaylee did a quick one recently against KCM, but I don't think that's anywhere near the top, if I remember right.
Do I have the score correct at 5-1?
I think it's 6-1,
so.
right?
Oh,
Isn't this the last
6-1?
one? No, you're right. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Wow, Track. I thought you were the professional here.
Yeah, but I'm off duty. I'm not on the clock. I'm not on the
I feel
clock.
like my shoes are off. I'm wearing sandals. What do you want from me?
I'm not even wearing any shoes.
Yeah, me neither.
Do I have to tell you whether or not I'm wearing shoes now? What is this?
No, you have to take off your shoes. This is the shoeless cast.
I already wasn't wearing shoes. I'm wearing
Yes.
socks. There we go.
No,
Whoa.
what? Oh.
Whoa!
I have to be barefoot?
Yes.
It's March. It's still kind of cold here.
Yeah, here.
It's not cold here at all. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Yeah, it's not what he's talking about.
So anyway, my over/under for Checker wins this match was 1.5.
Bug, please, bug. Yes, yes,
Oh!
yes!
I think he caught it, but that's a good bug. I mean, Checker's not bad. Look, Checker, we make fun of him because he's over-promoted, but he's not bad.
I'm so happy he bugged. But if DOWSEY just shoots him here, I'll feel sad.
I want to see Checker play in matchmaking and be forced to play handicap games.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, who designed this system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like he would be on the other end of handicap because his account has so many games on it. I wonder if he would make an alt account just for himself.
Checker for it. I feel like he probably has that capability, yeah.
Oh, that is unfortunate, Checker. Why would you BB there?
What happened? Purloin. He's doing bug and Purloin again. That's what he did last time. And I guess he's thinking, well, I might have gotten him. So here we go.
The DA was picking up the briefcase when the BB went off.
By the way, Checker has about 2,900 games.
Wow.
So look at this. He's trying to do the exact same game. He's like, this time though, this time I'm just gonna. This time I'm gonna finish inspects.
Inspects.
Uh-oh. This time I'm gonna
mission.
finish. This time I'm gonna finish inspects and seduce. And maybe not BB for real.
Contact something.
Or is it gonna be real BB? Oh no, he's going to an empty conversation.
No!
No!
Windows.
Wait! Don't leave yet. No, he left a little too early again. He's leaving at the very beginning of the
It's
idol,
not
or
highlighted.
maybe a
He
little
might
too
actually
soon.
get this. Like
He doesn't need to highlight him. He doesn't need to highlight him. He needs 2 talks.
Oh, come on.
He's not dead yet. He's not. If he's not dead, that's
BB.
huge. If he's not dead, that's
oh, it's not in.
okay. So here's the thing: DOWSEY could not have such a good track on flirts that he would be on him for the conversation, but not shoot him for the talk. So the fact that he hasn't shot him for the talk means that if Checker can just get this flirt like right as the timer ends.
Oh! What? Yes!
Oh my god! So
Yes!
I
Oh,
actually
so good.
you actually can't feel that bad about the Civ shot because Checker was clearly going to win that game. I think, unless the ST really screwed him,
totally.
so.
I totally agree.
And he
That
did
was
it the exact same way. He's like bugging Purloin. I wonder if DOWSEY is just like hardcore camping etiquette stuff, and he just doesn't catch. And even though he's breaking etiquette, if he doesn't catch it in ballroom where there's a lot of occlusion, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Come back.
I mean, yeah,
Really
as I was saying, like, Check is the best person to go and use your alternate strategies against. So maybe he was just trying to do a game of only tracking etiquette.
Maybe. But I'm really surprised, though. Oh, okay, so if Checker watches this VOD later, when you go into a conversation like that alone, you wait for 1 full idle, you come to the set position, brief pause, leave. They never leave at the very, very beginning of the idle, and I realize there's a risk to it. He actually might have left before the beginning of the idle, like the second the hand comes in front. He might have left early both times. But if he didn't, he definitely left early relative to what AI will actually do, even if it was technically the beginning of the idle. You got to wait at least a half a beat, and he did not. And if you don't want to do that, or if it's hard, I would not recommend going into those situations when you're so close to winning anyway.
I want to give him like some of the benefits of the doubt here, because some of the idle animations are hard to tell where they begin and where they end.
They are, but here's the thing. That wasn't the problem there because he left just as it was starting. Like, he understood the concept, but he didn't actually pause. And B, if you know that, just don't put yourself in that position for a couple of games, right? Like, just avoid it. You can just go to Windows. You can just go to conversation.
You probably don't even give up that many low lights if the opponent.
No. Well, first of all, DOWSEY's not gonna guess that you're totally avoiding empty conversations. And even so, you're not giving up that many low lights. And even if you are, the game's almost over at that point. So, yeah.
What's going through DOWSEY's head right now?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of all right, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a normal game.
Yeah, I think what's going through DOWSEY's head is okay. I'm gonna stop this at 2. It's got to be 7-2 here. But it's tough because Checker is perfectly capable of winning a sniper game. Like, I thought he might win 2 games, but I thought they'd probably both be on the sniper side. Unless he picked something like Balcony or High Rise.
I hope that Chris is seeing what's working for him and just, like, goes whole hog on it. That's what I want. I want every game after this with Chris as a spy to be just a hardcore rush.
Yeah, well, if he learns from this, if what he decides is I need to bug people are going to catch on to that pretty quick, especially because a lot of people I think are watching this.
It could just be the single set. I'm not saying for the rest of his SCL career.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for this set.
I agree.
It would be, I think, reasonably strong.
I think he agrees with you because we saw he kind of, quote unquote, maybe blew that first game, and then he went off and did the exact same missions in roughly the same order.
Yeah, it was great.
As well. You're right. So he basically tried to play that. He basically said, all right, take 2. Groundhog Day. We're doing the same game again, but this time I'm going to do it right.
I want to see it happen again.
Yeah.
Did you think a time might happen?
Why do you say that?
Because he highlight Queen.
It's probably someone else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he just noticed nothing in particular. just some little etiquette thing he's not sure about. So Checker, as you can tell, he's not using his highlights to visitors or real BBs or anything like that. He's using it for like very general suspicion.
Yeah.
He does now. So when I mentioned earlier about like doing the same missions over and over, people already know. Word has gotten around that he can't resist Purloin very often. Like, he loves Purloin. People know that.
Hasn't that been the case since Purloin was added to the game?
Yes, there was a brief period where he it was such a running. Yeah, that's invisible. It was such a running joke that he did stop Purloining for a while, but that atrophied. He has relapsed into his Purloin addiction.
Is there like a meeting for people who can't resist Purloining? Like,
I mean, it's kind of the same thing because it does involve taking drinks. So
wow.
Yeah. It's only a problem if you white Purloin. That's addictive. Green Purloins, you don't imbibe anything, and there's no addiction.
Yeah,
so there you go.
If you always green Purloin, I think you're your best.
What was that?
What was what?
The path that DOWSEY, like...
Oh, his paths have been all weird. I think he might be deliberately cheesing, because he took a weird path into conversation for the bug, and it didn't even seem to aid the bug, so...
But I mean, he missed the pad.
There we go.
Yeah.
He missed the... Oh.
I think Seek made the mistake of reading a book from both bookshelves is what might have happened there, if I recall correctly.
Also getting a fingerprint at that point, I believe.
Okay. Well, that's funny because he got a fingerprint and didn't seem to get any heat for it.
So I think that Checker was trying to see that bug that happened, but he just wasn't fast enough to get into position.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, so that is actually the thing that comes with experience. It's something you guys know I harp about on the cast a lot, is the importance of preemptive sniper positioning based on AMBA position and weakness. If you notice they're vulnerable too late, it's already over. You need to anticipate where someone could come at them, and you need to position your camera. And the boring mechanics of positioning your camera for bugs is something that, like I said, it's boring. It's not interesting.
I find it just comes naturally after a while, though. Like,
yes,
I don't
that's
think
exactly
about it
right.
much.
It becomes muscle memory and reflex. Absolutely.
I'm like, oh, that's where I need to be because the amp was there, and I lost that game 100,000 games ago, like that. So.
Exactly. I liken it to two other things. One is that if you are mostly or totally a camper, that little clock in your head that says I haven't checked X mission in this number of seconds, you sort of do that without thinking too. And you'll like this one, John, the rotation on Courtyard 2 and the new Courtyard, where you just sort of have the feeling of like bounce left, bounce right, bounce left, go all the way around, bounce right, kind of always moving like a shark.
Is that what I pioneered, or is that just not count?
No, it's just the correct way to play Courtyard most of the time, right? And you don't have to. I bet you don't think to yourself, time to go left, time to go right. You just have a nice little mix of, first of all, left and right, and then if you go left or right too often and it's becoming too predictable, bounce, 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 right, real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do it without thinking, which frees you up to think about other things. And I think that's kind of the thing that has to happen after a while, is you just have to sort of
I agree.
Unconsciously position your camera to protect the ambassador.
So, bouncing off that idea, back in the day on Courtyard 2, I wanted to see if I could make it so that if I always am rotating clockwise,
right?
I had a theory that if I do that, then the spy will also be walking clockwise.
Why? Why do you think?
Because they would be.
They want to get away from the sniper.
Oh, they'd be getting away from the camera, and they'd be walking
it makes
from
perfect
the camera.
sense. It's not ever accurate, but it makes perfect sense.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more likely to work against like an intermediate spy because they, in particular, hate doing
sensitive.
things.
So
So it sounds boring what I'm saying, right? They hate doing things when the sniper's looking. Of course, right? You're doing missions, but they even hate doing banana breads. They hate doing seduce, inspects while the sniper's looking, even though they're soft tells. There's like a desire to start doing the action when they're not looking, even though it's not fully rational.
Please
right?
rush, Chris. Please rush on veranda.
This is hard rush. This is going to be the set in my opinion.
Yeah. My other theory was I went to on Courtyard 2, like just park my camera for like a minute.
Yep.
And,
then
anyone that's
comes
on
out.
my screen, I low light at the end of the minute.
Do you remember when Zero did that, where he would just park his camera for the entirety of Courtyard 2? And it was like, wow, I could swap on Courtyard 2. It's so chill. You just get away with it.
That sounds ridiculous, but that's kind of what we have now with Aquarium, because it's like you have to be like, well, someone went there. They emerged from this area. They could have swapped, right? Or the shark's walking or whatever. So it's kind of the same thing. They emerged from that half of Courtyard 2. So it's kind of a behavioral game. Obviously, it's not the best way to play it, but it's not as crazy as it sounds. It's still very winnable.
Oh, yes!
Bug!
That was
real.
Quite a maneuver. That was
of chaos.
That was balletic. I'm waving my hands right now.
We call that the bug ballet.
You mean the bug ballet?
And a quick swap.
Whoa!
I think Checker's like, nothing.
Yes.
Checker's just nothing to lose, boys.
Okay, and you got an inspect. That's good. I was afraid he wouldn't get an inspect.
This is great.
He might not have checked the swap. This might be too.
Yeah, exactly. I think that a wide swap would have been better here.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Ooh, I don't. Don't go.
Oh no. So book etiquette is like the quickest way for DOWSEY to shoot him.
Oh, that's a quick leave.
Okay. All right.
Checker, he's put on a show though. He knows people have been waiting for this for a while, and it's fair to say, given the expectations.
Okay, the guy who swapped is a highlight. Heads up.
Yeah. Given the expectations, I feel like 2 wins already, especially since one of them is a spy win. This is a moral victory already, a little bit.
Oh, man,
and that knocks out the green swap.
Oh yeah, that's my.
No, don't.
I know.
Don't fake BB unless you know exactly what you're doing.
That's a fair way to put it, actually, right? Don't fake BB unless you have a very specific reason for it.
Yeah, if you're just doing it just to fill time or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I might just be doing it. Well, I do understand. Like, if you think you're a huge underdog, chaos is its own justification.
No, but
Yeah.
fake BBs are the opposite of chaos because you actually reduce the pool of potential.
You
people
do,
to
but
shoot.
you add to chaos too. It's nuanced, right? Like you can add to confusion. It also makes it hard to create a narrative about Checker being the spy because you have to say, well, what did he fake there? Why would he do that? Oh, white, he's got it. Yeah, right in the brim of the hat.
Yep.
Can we call that the brim shot? And GG's, everybody.
GG's.
I mean, you got to say victory to Dowsey, slight moral victory to Checker, not because of the two. 2 is a little bit of a moral victory, but that's pretty normal. But the fact that one of them was a spy win, and that he could have won 2 of them, I think, as spy, that's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And a really good thinking from Checker to pick Ballroom in particular, because A, occlusion, and B, the odds that he's going to get like 2 hardtail missions or 4 softails and a hardtail on Modern or Miranda, that's not likely. That's why Dowsey picks those, because you're not going to get all that by him. But you might get 1 mission by him, right, in Ballroom or something, and that can be the game. Even though he did 2 both times.
So how would you give? Let's give Checker a score.
A score?
How
2. I'm going to give him a score of 2 because the score was 7-2.
Oh my
Hang on. 2+.
2+.
He gets a 2+ because one of them was a spy win.
2+ out of 7.
2+ out of out of 9. Come on.
Does that mean that spy win should be worth 1.5 games?
I think in this case they should be worth 20.
You know
maybe.
What?
But
I want a tournament where you only get points for spy wins.
we've done some versions of that. There've been some.
We've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think early Summer Cups did something like that, actually. But yeah.
I think that's realistic because like
that'd be cool. Although I worry about things taking too long.
Yeah, you'd have to be like low scores, like first to like 3 or first to 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cameraman in chat. Checker winning greater than 0 games is a crushing victory.
Oh man,
yeah, that's what the headlines are going to be tomorrow.
Headlines. Checker wins 2 games.
Can I ask where these headlines are going to get posted? Because I'm not.
They're going to be
like different newspapers that you're reading or something.
It's going to be in the Discord Times.
The Discord Times, yeah, right.
The SpyParty Gazette.
Oh my gosh.
The match is ended.
Discord Tribune.
That's
all right.
Is there anything interesting going on in the? Do you want to spectate some new players playing?
I do not. I have to get on with my day. Believe it or not.
What?
Even though this was hey, I've got a lot to do, man. I'm an important.
We need a winner's interview.
A winner's interview.
A winner's interview.
What is there to say? If you want to ask him, we'll fill a couple more minutes here just in case. If you want
to,
let
us interview you. Yes.
Please let us interview you. Oh, Checker let.
Yeah, that's why.
I thought you meant. I think he's got even more to do. Almost had another sniper win, but chickened out. Yeah, didn't get shut out, so I'm happy. Fair enough.
Can't wait to play more. Ooh, fun.
Yeah, the matchmaking will definitely help. I think he'll do it.
What will help is him playing games. Matchmaking is just like the vehicle to get there.
Absolutely. That's what I mean.
Why would that make him play more?
Because he can hop on. There's no like social niceties around like joining and playing like a short set. Like that's different. So the way I like it actually is the difference between phone calls and texting now. If there's phone calls, there's like no, seriously, you have to call someone and you have to be like, oh, hello, here I am. You introduce yourself. Here's why I'm calling, and then you talk and you go, okay, goodbye, thank you. And there's all these little bookended things. With a text, you just extract.
You just say the thing or ask the thing.
Exactly. So that's the difference between hopping on in matchmaking where you play one game at a time, or doing the whole invite set thing. Blah blah blah.
But what if I already know that I'm playing that person because I set it up prior and.
That's different. I don't know what kind of weirdo would schedule SpyParty games like that, but
I only tend to play people I know. It's very awful.
It is.
It means I stay perfect.
That's how you have such a high win rate. You just pick the people you can win against.
My win rate? What? I don't even know what that number is.
So Checker, the moral winner.
Oh,
okay.
5 minutes.
Oh, he's gonna hop in. Yeah.
Yes.
The moral winner. I've got questions.
Yeah.
I have questions. There will be a flattering question that will butter him up for the criticism.
Brutal.
The question about the idols.
So Chris, your game's great. When will you be good at it? Is that the entire all questions?
What games do you actually want to look at?
Hello, Dowsey.
On stream. Oh, is
Dowsey's here.
Dowsey's
Hello.
there?
What's up?
But
Yeah.
we wanted a winner's interview though.
The moral victors interview.
Yes.
He avoided the shutout, Dowsey. Oh, can't
I can't
hear
hear
Dowsey.
you.
I can't hear Dowsey.
And Chris is here.
Did
Fixed audio
Dowsey get
checkers here.
silent? Yes.
Hello.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hey,
How do you
Chris.
feel?
Hello.
How you feeling, bud?
Hello.
Hello. Can you not hear us?
He's feeling hello. We can hear you. We can hear you. Can you hear?
Are you typing?
Okay.
I'm gonna take that as no. I'm gonna take that as a no.
I wonder what
I
happened.
hear typing.
Yeah, he's telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. So if you can hear us, you probably have to go into your audio settings and just make sure. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh my god.
Why can't I hear you?
Yeah.
That is
So
so
we could do.
strange.
Hang on. We could do an interview where Checker has to guess what we him because he can talk, and we can listen, right? So
Ah.
Yeah, we could like type to him, and then
we're gonna do the words first. Telepathic stream interview, everyone.
Just beam it into his mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Into
I can't hear.
his
We can't hear
mind.
Dowsey either, which is very strange.
Yeah, it's a little
Join
troubling.
channel?
I wonder why.
It's
Yeah,
very
we can't.
exciting,
We can't hear
isn't
you, Dowsey.
Oh, can Dowsey hear Checker though?
it?
Yeah.
That's
Let's get
weird.
every combination. We can't hear. We can't. We can hear Checker. He can't hear us. Dowsey can't hear us. We can't hear Dowsey. But Dowsey and Checker maybe can hear each other, right?
I think this
No.
happened once before.
I
Hello.
believe it.
Tap, tap.
Well, look, we said
Yeah.
impromptu stream. We warned you guys. We warned you.
This is the best kind of stream.
This is
I know that mumbling though. That's the fiddling with settings mumbling. So he's looking into it.
Mhm.
We're good.
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
might just have to restart Discord.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, and it works pretty regularly.
All right, somebody say something.
Oh
Cannot hear
no,
Dowsey. Cannot hear
Dowsey!
Dowsey.
I see your green
Cannot hear Dowsey.
circle.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. And Checker's not lighting up at all. So this is going to be.
Wow.
Oh no.
I
Yeah,
think
so
it's
yeah,
not meant to be today.
I think
It's
that's
not
gonna be
meant
it.
to be.
So I'll ask him
Brutal.
later about the idols. Dowsey. No, sir. Cannot
Nope.
hear.
Still not
No.
connected.
What is up with the audio here? That's very
Oh,
strange.
Yeah.
I wonder, is it us? Are we the ones?
I don't see how it could
Yeah.
be. I don't see how it could be. I mean,
Yeah,
so
no, they're the people who are wrong, not us.
Wodar, it could be you if you weren't showing up on stream, but we could hear him. But that's not the case. We can't even hear him at all. So it has to be, an important thing. So, Duran, do you want to pretend to be Checker and we could do this interview real quick?
Yes.
So Checker. A lot of people thought you were going to get shut out here, but you managed to win 2 games, including a spy game, and you might have had a third. How do you feel, bud?
Well, see, the thing is,
Hang on. First of all, can you say that like 4 times faster?
Yeah, right.
It's way too slow.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Chris is
it's
here.
taking
I need to see if he's.
Yeah, but he's not lighting up, so.
I know, but I believe.
Okay, all right. So,
Oh.
so how do you feel? Moral victory? Do you feel? Are you happy with the outcome?
Well, yeah. Purloins are great. That's what they.
Purloins are great. I like to imagine that's like that's like his license plate. It's like PRLNGR8 Purloin great.
Does that
Something like
even
that.
does that fit?
That'd be amazing.
If you do GR8, yeah, PRLN maybe, yeah. What do you get?
Yeah,
Six-
yeah. I
six
spell the word great with a capital H, so I know.
Yeah, it's just gotta save space.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't hear anyone.
I can
yeah.
hear you.
I can't
Yeah,
hear.
we should-
So
We should close this out.
So-
So let's
yeah.
track you and do his day job,
yeah.
which is something
Yes.
I don't know.
It involves typing mostly and television
Uh.
production and other potentially boring things. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Don't worry about it.
So we already gave this game a score of 2+.
2+. Checker.
2+.
Checker scores 2+.
What's your score for Dowsey?
J.
J.
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 6, he
Gives
gets
it
a J. Yes. No, I don't even know. Look, he got the win. I will
Yeah,
say that if
he's-
he'd only won 7-4 or even 7-3 with like a second spy win, that would have been kind of weird, right? Like that would have been clearly not playing as well as he could. That would have been a little bad. 7-2 is like you did what you were supposed to against given your relative skill differences. 7-2 is perfectly
I would
acceptable.
agree.
But it's the minimum acceptable outcome for him if you want to reflect your skill level properly. Anything more than this would be a little
Exactly.
bit of a disappointment.
I think he had like room to play with if he really wanted to.
And he was playing with it. I think
Yeah.
if he played it totally straight, he still would have won 7-1 or 7-0 maybe.
I can
But,
see
yeah,
7-0.
Yeah, it's not a disappointment. No.
Though
Hey,
I-
he's got the- Hey, there he
Dowsey.
is.
Hey, what's up?
Dowsey. Dowsey.
Hey,
Hey.
we were just talking
So-
about you.
We were just grading the performances.
You got a J.
Yeah, you got a J.
Memes.
Yeah,
J
we don't
out
really
of
know.
10, I believe.
Okay,
J out
so
of 10. J out of 10. That's good.
Yeah.
so what we want to ask about, generally speaking, is how early did you know in some of those early games, and what was the plan in the Seek game, and how much did you suspect on the 2 ballroom games?
Okay, so Seek game was just okay, so I want to preface everything I say today with the idea of I'm like got a giant headache, and so I didn't do any
Ooh.
like real prep on Checker, and then I hop onto my PC and turn my monitor on. It's just a blaring headache. I'm like, okay, that's not good. And so I felt off my game, and then how I was telling you, Morning Track, that I wasn't really feeling nervous for this game at all.
Yes.
The nerves just came full force.
Oh no! All at once.
All at once.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, this is interesting. So anyway, I feel like my spy games were probably the most unclean spy games I've ever done in recent history.
On purpose, or
No, just because I feel like I was playing bad.
Okay.
So the Seek game was very much a case of I had lots of different ideas of how I wanted to play the game, and I didn't execute them ever.
you just didn't pick one? Like you
I
couldn't
just didn't
decide?
pick one, and I missed skill checks, and I missed timings and stuff like that. And so I feel like the Seek game was very much a case of I'll finish at some point, and then
Yeah.
some point it came, and then I
We
was like,
thi-
okay,
so-
now I need to do something.
You bugged instead of flirted at the end. That surprised us. Were you just
Yeah,
worried they were
well,
going to
that
bail
was-
on you?
That's 100% just I don't know why I didn't flirt there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you probably get away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So,
so,
that
you
answers your Seek
You
game
couldn't tell
question.
this, but when you were getting away with things like microfilm, it seemed to be because he was camping Ambassador really hard. So I think what
Yeah.
happened was he's camping Ambassador 90% of the time, and then at the end of the second Modern game, it finally paid off because you bugged.
Yeah, and like that's something I've noticed about Checker. He camps Ambassador and he notices Purloin late. So Purloin could be a free mission because he probably won't hit you for it. And Ambassador is probably not the best mission to go for because it's the one that he follows a lot. But it also
Yep.
means that you can do other stuff. But then even though I have that like research on him, today I just don't think I was playing with a great deal of
Verve, confidence.
Concentration.
concentration and just like decisiveness is the wrong word. Like I don't think I was doing anything very structured. I wasn't playing very structured.
Mhm.
That's
I
probably
see.
the way I want to put it.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that,
Intentionality, yeah.
yeah, there was like no intentionality in my play. So yeah, the ballroom games, the second one where we played Red Dress and I misshot AI, 100% under the radar. So Cowboy, triple statue, flirted with Walt 3 times,
Wow.
and in for contact. And I just went, well, I could have missed the reject, and it's such a spy thing after a purloin to go to books to say, hey, I could have, I never
course.
purloined, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
just
could
like,
not have been here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so after he went back and flirted the third time, I was just like, okay, I'm going to shoot this AI. And it turned out to be wrong, and that's on me. The ballroom spy game, I had it to 3, and behaviorally, when I saw Twin go to middle statues during all the reject chains, and then saw the Perlin go off, I'm like, well, out of the 3 that I think it will be, this is the most likely to be the spy, because when you have that green Perlin going around, you're trying to get that mission completions.
Yeah.
But then he animation broke after he went to statues, so I just shot him for the flirt.
Right. So the 2 ballroom games, here's what it looked like from our perspective, right? He gets the bug in Purloin as Twin in the first ballroom spy game.
That was
and-
free the bug, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, his bugging actually was pretty good for the most part. So he does that. It looks like he might have gotten away with it. He doesn't manage to finish inspects, which kind of complicates things. I think he might have done 2 white tests on the inspects. Maybe what happened. And then he goes to an empty conversation and he leaves too soon after the idol.
Yep.
And you shot him
Yep.
right after.
Yeah.
And I said on stream, I said, I think he saw this, and the second he talks, he's dead, which is what happened. So that's what happened, right? You saw that?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I was protecting etiquette sniping for everyone
Yeah.
who
I
who
appreciate
believes in it.
So that happened.
Didn't
And
want
here
to
we're
shoot
now-
him for an animation break.
Yeah. So then the next game, he basically plays the exact same game, Except this time he managed to get the inspects done. He goes, and after the inspects, what's he do? He goes to an empty conversation again, and he leaves a little too early again. It happened exactly the same way.
It's
And
very
I thought
similar. Yeah.
he did the exact same mistake as Red Dress. I guess it's just that time, just not seen, right?
Yeah, I Phantom to no talk on Cowboys and Walt's conversation at the start of the game.
That point, yeah.
And then Cowboy just did the most spy-like things, like
Yeah.
no talk into flirt, into triple inspect, into flirt, into contact, into purloin at green books, into flirt, and I was like tunneled on the AI.
Yeah, that's tough. But it's funny because he basically gave you the exact same out as the previous game with the exact same mistake. So, but basically, it was exactly like the twin one, which is to say, he left the very moment the idol would have been starting. It may be even a little too early, but certainly too early in the sense that they always pause at least a little bit, right? He didn't pause for either one.
I mean, AIs can leave at the first possible frame, but it is definitely that
shockingly rare.
Yeah, shockingly rare, exactly.
And he might have left it before the first frame. I'm not really sure. It was more like as soon as the hand coming set, he's like, I'm out of here.
I'm watching it on stream right now, and if that's it, then that's actually fine. Like that, an AI can do that. If it's the one where we went from empty into
2 games in a row is the main thing for me. But yeah,
but,
so let me
the twin one was a definitive animation break.
So I have a little news for you. So we were talking the other day in SCL chat about the fastest non-balcony games, and by non-balcony I mean non-balcony, non-double modern, non-old modern, which is basically about
games.
No
fun modes. Yeah.
Let's say anything where you have to do at least 4 missions, right? What are the fastest games in SCL history? So the top 26 are all.
I feel like if I'm in the heart of my heart, I feel like I didn't do it.
Okay, well, top 20.
That was the aim though with the TAF. Was the fastest game in SCL history.
Here are the results. The top 26 games ever, fastest, are all balcony or balcony similar games. Right? The 2 fastest that require at least 4 missions have been Waterhouse and Sulseem, both on Courtyard, both 54 seconds exactly. Your game against Checker was 53.
Oh my gosh.
Second. We have a new fastest SCL mission. This is fastest SCL mission win in SCL history. Congratulations. 1 full second to spare.
Nice.
Sort of. No.
No.
Sort of. No. 0 seconds.
I started with a drink. And I started with a drink. Yeah,
that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. So there you go. You broke the record.
That's
Congratulations.
Yeah, next time just play a game on balcony and you'll beat that record.
Yeah.
So
Twitch chat is legally binding.
Yes. So now that I buttered you up by praising you for that, I can ask you, since you gave up 2 games to Checker and one of them being a spy win and almost 2 spy wins, will you be committing ritual seppuku on stream? Will that happen now, or are you? Have you dishonored your family name?
It has to be
what
on
do you
stream,
feel?
100%.
I'm asking this about someone who just won 7-2 and hasn't lost yet this season, by the way. But in all seriousness, you're still pretty happy, right?
I'm very happy, of course.
Of course. And it was very entertaining.
Sniper matches I don't want to lose ever, especially. But Ballroom is like Checker's statistics are so like weird, and Ballroom is the spy map that he is the best at. He wins like 2/3 of his spy games on Ballroom.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so knowing that he's really good at Ballroom, and the reason I banned Gallery over Ballroom was because his Gallery is his most comfortable sniper map. I went for the idea of my sniper beats his spy, so I want to make sure that my spy always beats his sniper.
Sure.
And so I banned Gallery for that reason. But when he picked it, I'm like, well, he has a 0% sniper win rate. This is why it's so weird. 0% sniper win rate on Ballroom, but has a 2/3, like 66.67% win rate. As spy.
Yeah.
Wow. So I was like, okay, well, he might get a spy win over me.
Yeah, he almost got 2. It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. Congratulations on the win. You're doing just fine this year.
Yeah. I don't mind losing spy games. The Sequon was probably one of the worst spy games I played in a long time. So, I 100% deserve to lose that. Honestly, I feel like all of my spy games were really sloppy. It's kind of the thing that, like, I don't want to say it's disrespectful, but I know that Checker's not going to shoot for
of course
mistakes. So I just didn't care if I made them. And because I didn't care, I think I made so many more than I would normally do. They weren't calculated.
Yeah.
Normally when I do micro mistakes, they're calculated aggression. I flip that narrative. No, it's not a micro mistake. It's calculated aggression. No, this was just me just like not playing with any like vindication whatsoever.
That's so strange because you're playing against Checker, you know that you can get away with so many stuff and you can take all your time, but then the time catches up to you.
Yeah, it throws you off your game plan, maybe. So
I feel
even though it seems easier, it might in some ways be harder.
Was just the cough. I probably felt like.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Was that the accidental?
Yeah, that was just I'm looking at it. Oh, that's a green. That's a green right there. And so I just stepped out, and it wasn't a green.
You thought you hit it?
It was a white.
You tried to split.
So,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I love it.
Good stuff. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So
the difference between green and white, very subtle, to be fair.
And so like I knew I didn't get highlighted because the cough caught him by surprise, and so he just took the lowlights outside of conversation. There was no obvious sniper movement that I'd been spotted, but I think I just felt like behind at that point because of it, and played a slow game from that point as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because you had I think 3 really good opportunities to bug during that sick game, and you didn't take them until the very, very end.
Yeah, we were waiting. You had so many paths where it looked like you were setting up for a really good bug. A couple of them would have been invisible.
The one bug that I should have taken was the pass statues into Green Bookshelf.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the one that was
when I did it. Yep. And when I did it and realized that I didn't bug, I thought to myself, oh well, I've just missed the opportunity, and if anything, a rusty sniper will credit the bug there anyway.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a mistake.
Well, congrats on the win. You're 3-0, sir. Looking good.
3-0. A Toriax on Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT. So what's that? 9 a.m. Pacific.
Sometime around
12
there,
p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern, I believe.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, so that's going to be a fun game.
Yeah,
if we can take that, then really solid start to the season.
So I'll say simultaneously congratulations and a dark day for you and your family.
Yeah, you know that
Brutal.
if you can survive Checker, you know that you can survive the rest of Silver League.
Duh.
Right, that's it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Checker survived Silver League, so if I might be able to survive Silver as well.
You might get through. You might get through. Yeah.
You just be careful.
Sure.
Checker fails upwards all the time on SEL.
It's funny because the Seek game, Checker, before that he played Till, right, and he did the attempted walking bug. And he went, should have been done that. I'm like, they're really hard to connect. And he's like, I was just hoping for a good bug, like a good bounce or something.
Yeah.
So I said, they're really hard to connect. So then after the Seek bug, the first thing he says, really hard to connect, aren't they?
Wow. Trash talking Checker? Oh my god.
I loved it. The Checker with a bit of cheeky trash
little
talk.
sass.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Good.
He's a sassy gent. He certainly is. Certainly is.
Very
That was
fun game,
that was very
very fun
entertaining, guy. That was very entertaining, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No, thank you for casting. I look forward to.
It's very silly.
Thorn's casting.
Yeah, it's very, very
That's
casual.
Yeah, Thorn casting.
Maybe half the time we were actually talking about the game. The other half we were talking about something else.
I'm talking about balcony, I assume.
Yes.
Whoa,
First of
balcony
all,
never came up.
First of all, you nailed it. Second of all, there was at least 5 minutes about whether or not we were wearing shoes, so don't worry about it. It's not. You can
Those
skip
are the
it
best parts of it.
if you want to skip it. You won't be missing too much.
Sounds
Up to
great.
you. All right.
All right,
We good,
gents.
Wodar?
Yeah, we're
leave
good.
you to it.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Dowsey.
Yeah, thank you all for
Joining
being
us.
here. I should end the stream right now before we say something stupid.
Yep. Something
so
else.